Part 7. Search and Seizure. Odd stacked left field. Black X marks the spot in the middle of our solar system. Red scratched X down my back. The joke love epicenter. Strap yourselves up and let the locust grasshoppers take over. Critical lunar syndrome over granite face. Baying out in the garage. Rottweiler muzzle blast. Chewing on the chain. Diffused between point A and point B. Passing nuclear secrets. Botched robbery with legal guns. Snipped off bits of thumb and forefinger. Litigation at an all-time high. Wobbling on corrective footwear. Fragmented gear leg brace. The aspirations of gold for home wrecker society. No one gets hurt. But please remain calm and put your hands up if the opportunity arose. Rubber glove wearers unite. Show them some FaceTime with sweet Lady Brick. Try nitro toluene discussion session. A fatal diagnosis is on the market now. Ancient basket weaving proved to be the new therapeutic Thorazine. Tired of befooled handshakes, life and military refinement. Rather talk to strangers, that is, until they aren't strange anymore. Stall tricks lead to malingering, unorderly desecration, religious medication, societal infestation, swimming the channel, enduring the cliffs, picking barnacles from the maidenhead's bow, like fourth-degree burn wounds, shadows on the white sand. Poor excuse for a dispute. Constrictive systems. Deep choking on mouthfuls of lint. Dealt a full blow to the crown. Triple deliberate murder. Double-ended candle snuffed out days ago. Thrown out of court. Sworn to perjury and censored. Cocksure stenographer slashed unmercifully on the carceral stand. Distilled with pureness, spit up with vileness. Larry Talbot got sick. I'll take the high road, my good man. Money drips away like water from a broken faucet. Since I've been standing here, I've lost a fortune. It's the size of the fight in the dog, not the size of the dog in the fight, that becomes the embodiment of madness reformed. When I lie, it's positive evolution. You make rumor and fact into reality. Setting light to bridges is necessary to keep enemies from following. A free-for-all clash in three degenerate elite. Frauds, exiles, rip-offs. Speak up to the captain of the Soviet magenta skiff. Serious cash flow complications, despite raids on the think tank. Anti-foreigner backlash shipped by cattle car. Fence-sitting cyborg overtaking. I believe in humanity, but I hate people. Every day was a different day, and the first of the month was the same. Unfunny. A bizarre mixture of bad comedy and truth. A compost heap. Of compost heap liability. Sweat-stained bra and undergarments. Repressive suction pulls me into the next borough, Kings County, Orleans Parish. Dare to shine the flashlight, imprisoned in your ribcage, liver, lungs, stomach. The cage I rattled my remaining teeth in, brain matter locked in the cell, with a perforated ulcer. I'm washed out, waiting to be crossed. Forfeiture ruling, all dead in a motel room, featuring a panic of great succession, gearbox beauty, and crankcase gay grace. Low-down ruler on an uptown street. Mega problems mean mega resistance. Escalation into obsoleteness means never give up. Democratic placement in secret recesses, from Paraguay to Gerttown. My head hit the ground floor with a thud. Know yourself and what's right. Slitting throats and responding to nothing. Quadruple negatives. Under the crust, through to shell. Chocolate coating, unlike night's protection. With peanut butter. Psi magnetic charge. Pneumatic patricide mission. From the peaks of Mount Evacuation into the era of holograms. Little Miss Intensive Care, with slogans so thick, introspections at an all-time high, the screws at arms still on duty, had to wear paper bags on their heads to soak up universal pressure. Chemists erased the carcinogens, harboring ill will. We play dodgeball with the threshing machine and ride the roller coasters and the wood chippers, stirring at the ocean bottom, climbing onto the overlook, in addition to the standard hazards. This is the South Coast Triangle. Busted theorems. For down and outers, patient 0, no visitors allowed. One more way the world falls apart. Building blocks for life. Hyper-minimalist architecture. The rattler in the middle hits a home run. Loser leave town match. Kill the man with the ball. It's the last day of dreams for people who like to drink alone. Methadone is holy water for masses in church. The building of God is a clinic in the ghetto. 30-year vets and new jack pretenders. The drug dealers in the corner making investments. And the Wall Street investors in the other corner making drug deals. Back down. Downtown. Tracked down round town. The girl that never learned meets the blackout long-timer. I agree with what the loudspeaker says. Double barrel solves everything. Gash for gash, I'll equal it. Off the wagon and on the warpath. The sidewalk never ends. Clenched up. Like stereotypical prehistoric superconductors. Hopping freight trains. Like fighting swordfish. I know you heard the prison bars don't serve liquor. And you know how they say it's always closing time. Vodka shot, cunt shot, coke shot, blood shot, gun shot, mug shot, clay hunchback, hanging by the slack neck. Pick your poison, Winchester or Mossberg. Choose your king. Nickel and dimed. President lies rasping. Fever racked chief. A verbal agreement. It's hardly worth the paper it's printed on. Leaving myself open to a differential valve lock on a substantially leaking boat. An example of illegitimate police activity, fit to the precision of a gas spectrometer. Which brings me to the subject of stopping to express your opinion and start busting your appendix. A debatable aspect of religious currency are the wonderful dreaded years spent out of sight from the searchlights, galvanized and asbestos-lined, without a foothold of psychologically envy. Does one blessed thing. Shoves the receipt down your throat, suspending the camera in hand, discerning and ignoring mediocrity. Mockery of a now defunct powerhouse. Stale bread and arbitrary boundaries frame current fixations and newer prejudices. A bare handful as compared to a whole country full. In a short time will be trading in style for comfort, to benefit from the frenzy, once proclaimed the phenomenal genius in the manner of the good ones. The leper child's gone bad and been relegated to the dank dampness. Finally, his social departure, the saddened trendsetter, almost sorry. Erected, century after century, approximate and judge economics. I got a lot to forget, or got a little to learn, or they're going to drown. Anthropology is an occult, and fish walk upright on all fours. In the woods they felt the switch burn, bag after unsightly baggage, of stones taken from under the steps. Take me to the airport. That lady is crazy. She carries 2 guns. Learn to hang by the feet upside down and mimic me into unmanageable fury. Plaster casts on both forearms, twisted together, then tied with string. If you want to be a princess, then you are meant to perform as a prisoner. Creating a fictional void where a vacancy once stood. Now that's demonstration rehabilitation. Floor model and the local heretic, wrapped in swaddling rags. 9-time loser. 9-time loser with 3 black eyes, breaking into the veterinary, means cases of canine morphine. Caught a glimpse of a crude warrior raccoon, spikes running down the back skunk-like, with rabies and an intricate knit ski mask pulled tight. Your long-distance service has been disconnected. Opossums have built this city on clay and clamshells, and have outsmarted our population into technical knockout. And decades of multi-million-dollar deception are reluctant to give in or be outwitted. These small rodents now live out by the lakefront, etc., etc. Shoe size unimportant. We'll rectify the situation and disregard the furniture. Piss is perfume unless otherwise noted. My sink, your toilet. Our bath, your quicksand. White queen hornet ex-wife stings up the thigh and other uncharted areas of calm thunder and cyclones, mint leaves and cranberries, bare for hibernation, silver-skinned slanderer, eating with a shovel and living with a forked tongue. All the disposable cameras in the world couldn't take away my dyslexia and sorrowful smiles. Etched in somberness, silicone, starch and sodium through your capturing affair, soggy and heavy, elitist and dull, stuck in the crook of yesterweek. The certain stagnancy of pre-war stainless steel at the Mason-Dixon line. Repressive meridian lies south from your north. Using the pillowcase as a hood, dig up the finest cutlery. Cut holes for eyes. Perform a state fair show for a poet. Nauseate. Nauseous laureate, whose name presently escapes me, drink till the liver hangs, like a hunk of useless fat. When they start to limp, time to separate the herd. Staunch dis-supporter, disliked by many or admired by few. Asked to be politely escorted from the area by staff security. It's all so complicated with the romance and the flailing and the walking on thin ice and the lies upon lies. As we re-enter Earth's atmosphere, cut down the ropes of the weakest member. Who's pulling the strings now, old man? A dislocated hip becomes a symbol of pride at the feet of the master. Neo-anti-theophysics rule my stars. The wheels are coming off this cart.